Clara stood on the edge of the coast, staring out at the waves crashing against the rocks. It had been a year since she left her small coastal hometown, but the news of her mother's passing brought her back. The house felt empty without her mother's warm smile and comforting presence. Clara felt a mix of sadness and guilt. She wished she had spent more time with her mother before she left for the city. After the funeral, Clara wandered through the familiar streets, memories flooding her mind. She decided to visit the old lighthouse, a place she and her mother had cherished. As a child, Clara loved the lighthouse, with its tall tower and the way it guided ships safely to shore. But now, it seemed to hold secrets she had never noticed before. Inside the lighthouse, dust danced in the sunlight filtering through the windows. Clara climbed the narrow stairs, each step echoing her feelings of loneliness. At the top, she found the old lantern room, filled with the scent of salt and sea. As she looked around, something caught her eye, a small wooden box tucked in a corner. Curious, Clara opened the box and gasped. Inside was her mother's journal, its pages yellowed with age. She felt a rush of emotions as she opened it, revealing her mother's neat handwriting. The journal was filled with stories, memories, and reflections about life, love, and the challenges her mother had faced. As Clara read, she uncovered secrets about her mother's past, stories of love lost, dreams unfulfilled, and struggles she had never known. Her mother had written about Clara's childhood, her hopes for her daughter, and the wishes she had for their relationship. The journal revealed how much her mother had cared for her, even when they disagreed. Tears streamed down Clara's face as she realized how misunderstood her mother had been. One entry caught her eye. Her mother's last wish was for Clara to return home and find happiness, to live her life fully and without regret. Clara felt a weight lift from her heart as she understood that her mother wanted her to forgive herself for leaving and to embrace the future. Determined to fulfill her mother's wish, Clara decided to take action. She began volunteering at the local community center, helping children learn to read and sharing her love for art. Each day, she found joy in connecting with the townspeople, rediscovering the warmth of her hometown. But the journey wasn't easy. Clara faced moments of doubt and sadness as she confronted her guilt over not being there for her mother. One evening, while helping at the center, she met a young girl named Lily. Lily reminded Clara of herself as a child, curious, bright, and full of dreams. Clara felt a strong connection with her and wanted to be the role model her mother had always hoped she would be. As Clara and Lily grew closer, Clara began to understand that healing comes from facing the past, not running from it. She started to talk about her feelings, sharing her story with Lily and the other children. They inspired her to be brave, to embrace her emotions, and to seek forgiveness, not just from her mother, but from herself. Through the journal, Clara found strength. She wrote letters to her mother, pouring her heart out and sharing her dreams and fears. With each letter, she felt a little more at peace. The healing power of confronting her past transformed her. She realized her mother's love was always with her, guiding her toward happiness. As the summer sun began to set over the horizon, Clara stood at the lighthouse, the journal clutched in her hands. She whispered a quiet thank you to her mother for the lessons she had learned and the love they shared. Clara knew that while the pain of loss would always be a part of her, so would the joy of rediscovery and connection. Clara returned to the lighthouse many times after that, not just to remember her mother, but to celebrate her life and the new one Clara was building. She learned that forgiveness is a journey, and self-discovery is a gift that leads to healing. In honoring her mother's memory, Clara found her way back to herself, realizing that the past can guide us, but it does not define us. And so, Clara embraced her life with open arms, ready to create new memories, filled with love, laughter, and a deeper understanding of the power of connection and forgiveness. Let's enrich our vocabulary with some new words. Moral of the story. The story of Clara teaches us that confronting the past is essential for healing and self-discovery. It emphasizes the importance of forgiveness, both for others and ourselves. By understanding and embracing our emotions, we can find strength and create meaningful connections with those around us. Our loved ones' memories can guide us, but it's our actions and choices that shape our future. Vocabulary. Coastal. A definition. Relating to or situated near a coast or shoreline. Example. Clara returned to her coastal hometown after her mother's passing. Lighthouse. A definition. A tall structure with a light at the top, used to guide ships safely to shore. Example. Clara loved exploring the old lighthouse where she and her mother had shared many memories. Journal. A definition. Personal record of thoughts, experiences, and feelings, often kept regularly. Example. Clara discovered her mother's hidden journal filled with secrets and memories. Reflection. A definition. Serious thought or consideration about something. Careful pondering. Example. Clara's mother wrote reflections on her life, including her dreams and challenges. Guilt. A definition. A feeling of remorse or responsibility for a wrongdoing. Example. Clara struggled with feelings of guilt for not being there for her mother. Fulfill. A definition. To complete or achieve something, especially a promise or wish. Example. Clara wanted to fulfill her mother's last wish for her to find happiness. Connection. A definition. A bond or relationship between people, often based on shared feelings or experiences. Example. Clara formed a strong connection with Lily, a young girl at the community center. Healing. A definition. The process of becoming sound or healthy again, often emotionally or mentally. Example. Clara found healing by confronting her feelings and helping others. Rediscovery. A definition. The act of finding something again or recognizing its value after a time of forgetfulness. Example. Through her journey, Clara experienced a rediscovery of her love for her hometown. Forgiveness. A definition: the action of letting go of resentment or anger towards someone for an offense or mistake. Example: Clara learned that forgiveness is crucial for moving forward and finding peace. I hope you love the story as much as I enjoyed sharing it. Don't forget to subscribe for more great stories. Come back soon, and until then, keep spreading kindness.